Welcome back everyone. In today's video we're going to talk about sharpening systems and the best one to use if you hate sharpening. If you own a wood shop, even if you're a part-time woodworker, you will need to sharpen your tools. If you're using hand planes, you're using chisels, inevitably you will have to sharpen them. And if you don't keep them sharp, the performance of those tools will suffer greatly. Today I'm going to go over a couple of methods that I've used in the past to sharpen, and some of which I still use today, and I'm going to talk about a new one that I've been using to save time. And that's the one that might be interesting to you folks who don't like to sharpen things at all. First off is my water pond. My water pond that I built, there's a video in the description below on this water pond if you want to see the build for it. But this water pond was built for these whetstones that I have. And these are not the highest quality whetstones, they're not the most expensive, but they are definitely decent quality whetstones. Most of what I'm sharpening in my shop are chisels and plane blades. There's kind of a process when you're using water stones. You have to soak the stones for a period of time. And then once you've done that, you get into the actual sharpening. You got to keep adding water to the stones. And I got myself a little ladle here. Despite your best efforts, these stones will get divots in them. They will have uneven wear. So you need the flattening stone to maintain the whetstones. So that's another component that takes time. And while some people really enjoy the meditative aspect of using a water pond and the whetstones, it's not everybody's cup of tea. So now we move over to the stropping wheel. And I did a video on how I implemented this stropping wheel. You'll see a link in the description below. But it was a fairly simple system to set up. You need a buffing compound, you need the stropping wheel, you need a free corded drill, and you can set up a jig to do a rapid sharpening system right in your own shop. If you're just doing a quick honing on a blade, this is a really easy way to do it. And so definitely look into stropping wheels and buffing compounds. That combination is really inexpensive and works fairly well. However, what I've got now is a complete kit. So the newest addition to my shop is the diamond stone. This one is made by Sharpall, and I'm not being paid by Sharpall to do this video. I just happened to buy their diamond stone because it was reasonably priced. It wasn't the most expensive, but it got good ratings online, and I wanted to give it a try. So the kit comes with a nice box. It's got a 325 coarse grit, then it's got a 1200 extra fine grit for honing. That's what you're going to use most of the time if you are maintaining your blades properly. The coarse grit is primarily used to maintain the edge and get the edge back if you've lost it or if you've dropped a blade or whatever. If something gets damaged, the coarse grit will help you restore the edge. So I just use this on my kitchen sink. I don't sharpen these things in the shop. It comes with a magnetic sharpening guide for knives, which comes with the 14, 17, 20, and 25 degree angle guide. This is what I use in combination with a simple leather strap that I think I bought this one on Amazon. It was cheap and it came with another sharpening kit. You just need a simple leather strap. I've got a rough side and a smooth side. I use both. And so that combination gets me through the task of sharpening very, very quickly. So I'm going to take you over to the kitchen and show you how fast I can sharpen things on this diamond stone. So for the first demo, I'm going to sharpen my plane iron for my jointer plane that I built. And that badly needs to be sharpened because it didn't come out of the box all that sharp to begin with. But it is a decent quality iron, so we're going to get through this pretty quick. And it's also the widest one that I have. I'm going to use a little bit of Windex on here. You don't have to soak the stone or anything. And I'm going to find my angle. That's in much better shape now. Half the battle was just getting this blade nice and sharp. Yeah, does a great job. And by the way, for chisels, usually what I'll do is I'll mark them with a little piece of tape if I know they need to be sharpened next. Because I've got so many of them, I need to know which ones are due for a sharpening. That one's not bad, but it's, again, just needs to be honed up a bit. This time we're going to sharpen my smoothing plane iron, and so this time we're going to use the guide, and this definitely makes the whole process a no-brainer in combination with the diamond stone. Really, if you hate sharpening, this is definitely the way you go. You can make a little jig to do this faster, which I plan on doing at some point when I get a moment. So 50 millimeters is there. Now I'm ready to go. So you get a guide on the side of these that actually tells you, in case you forget, how far out it needs to extend in the jaws from the edge so that you get the right angle. So once again, we're just honing. We're not reworking the edge. And then I'm going to finish this off with a stropping leather. All right, another one done. Well, that concludes using a diamond stone for people who don't like sharpening. This stone cost me $89 online. It's, again, not the most expensive, but it's definitely not the cheapest. And so far so good. I'm getting really great results with it. I did a big round of sharpening. I've sharpened all of my plane blades. I've sharpened most of the chisels in my shop in one go, and each one takes only a couple of minutes to get through, which is tremendously faster compared to using the whetstones. This whetstone from King, the higher grit whetstones, will cost you about $50. The lower grit ones, the 400, 800 ones that I've got in this hand, is around $30. So they vary in price wildly, and again, those are not the most expensive whetstones. They just happen to be reasonably rated, but by no means are they most expensive. You can get really high quality whetstones from Japan that cost far more than that and go into the hundreds of dollars. So overall, for a complete system that gives you excellent sharpening results fast, this is the way to go. Use a diamond stone. I heard good things about them. I've watched videos on them in the past. If you don't like to sharpen, but you like to do woodworking, this is definitely the way to go. The stropping is just an added bonus. It's an extra thing that I do. It doesn't take long. It helps to polish the edge and gets it a little finer. The guide, which I've used here in this video, I don't use on everything. On the Japanese chisels, you'll see that I don't use them that often because the Japanese chisels do not fit very well into this honing guide. They are made more for Western chisels. If you want to help me continue to make and edit these videos, head on over to my donation page right over here. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. There are a couple more videos on this side you can watch. Until next time, thanks for watching, and have a great day.